I would, in fact, make sure that we immediately surge to the border. All those people are seeking asylum.
We immediately surge to the border.
What's going on, guys? You know, I haven't made a video in about a week or so, and it's because I've just been shell-shocked looking at all of the horrific news that I'm seeing, the horrific headlines and articles that I'm seeing about our country here, the United States of America. And you know, I often go back to the supreme law of the land, the Constitution, and I look and I see what the Constitution says about these different issues that we have going on. And what issue am I talking about today? I'm talking about the fucking invasion that's going on the southern border. It's undeniable. This is an invasion. They claim there are 750,000 to 1 million illegal immigrants waiting down on the southern border for this Title 42, for their opportunity to sneak into the United States of America. And when I get into these headlines, you'll see we've rolled out the red carpet. We're offering them cell phones and court dates that they're supposed to voluntarily show up to later on. Complete bullshit. So I went back to the Constitution. I was like, you know, I remember seeing something about this in the supreme law of the land, meaning it has more power than any other law that any of these congressmen along the way have made. The United States Constitution is the supreme law of the land. So let's see what it says. Article 4, Section 4 says, the United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Protect against invasion. So do we have an invasion? What are the numbers you have to have an invasion? Is it 250,000? Is it 500,000? Is it 750,000 like that are waiting along the border right now? I mean, I don't know. I'm asking you. I say this is an invasion. I've made several videos about this in the past. And of course, I've been accused of racism and being a mean guy. Oh, they just want to come here and have better opportunities or whatever. That does not meet the qualifications of seeking sanctuary or seeking, what are they calling it? I can't remember what it's called right off the top of my head, but they're basically saying that these migrants are running away from, extreme circumstances in their own country, and they're trying to get here. Asylum seekers, that's what they're calling them. That's what they love to call these people, asylum seekers. No, they're illegal aliens that are coming to take your jobs, take your safety, your security away from you in your cities and your towns all around the country. They're being shipped all over the place. Of course, the Democrats are pissed off that Texas is shipping a bunch of them up to Chicago and New York. Why are they so mad? They're the ones that want the open borders. So why are they upset? So anyway, I want to read through some of these headlines as quickly as I can here. And to do that, I'm going to need my anti-communist glasses, because this is clearly communist subversion of the United States of America. According to Cloward and Piven, the system, the two eggheads that got together back in like 1966 and decided that the best way to defeat the United States of America from within was overwhelm the system. And specifically, they were talking about the welfare system so that they could bring in basically a universal income. That's what they wanted to do, was turn us into a socialist nation. So let me get my anti-communist glasses on and let's get into this bullshit, because this is exactly what this is. Title 42 ends with migrants lined up and border cities bracing for the unknown. Well, it's not that hard to figure out. They're going to come in and destroy your cities. They're going to destroy your livelihood. They're going to steal your sovereignty. They're going to steal your United States of America. That's what this is all about. And they're going to vote for Democrats. That's why the Democrats are so on board with this open border policy. 530,000 migrants illegally sneaked into the U.S. since October, border chief admits. Bullshit. It's probably 5 million by now that we don't even know about. No documentation, no court dates, nothing. They just snuck in. Undocumented, right? And of course, they're doing things all around the country that let you know they're here by raising the crime rates, by having more and more MS-13 gang problems all around the country and stuff like this. So, I mean, this is complete BS, and our government has failed at every single turn. The Commander-in-Chief of the United States of America should be impeached over this deal. No doubt about it. Everyone surrounding him, Mayorkas, Alejandro, whatever the damn communist names are, they all ought to be impeached. Border Patrol Union rips corrupt Biden administration for worst crisis ever seen at our border. This is the Border Patrol Union. Unions are usually pro-Democrat. They're ripping Biden a new one because they say it's the worst crisis they've ever seen at the border. I mean, that's something that should probably resonate with most American people before it's too late. Check this out. Even a Democrat Arizona mayor, the border is wide open. On Thursday's broadcast of the Fox News Channel special report, Sierra Vista, Arizona Mayor Clea McCaw, however you say that, Democrat, stated there is a crisis along the border and that because Border Patrol agents are being diverted to process migrants, the border is wide open. We need it closed, he says. This is somebody that's in a border town down there. You ought to listen to these people. But they're not listening. The people that have the power to stop this in an instant are not listening. They're pretending nothing is happening. They're pretending, they're gaslighting us. They're trying to pretend that we're making this all up about the southern border crisis. No, it's happening. You can see the video footage if you dare go out and seek it yourself. Exclusive. Texas Attorney General warns there's a threat to our sovereignty and security of Americans by Biden ending Title 42, and it cannot be overstated. He's absolutely right. Our sovereignty is at risk here. Are we going to have a constitutional republic when this is all done? Not if Biden has his way. Not if Biden's communist buddies have their way. They're trying to destroy our system from within. They're doing it. They're not just trying. They're fucking doing it. And it pisses me off. It makes me madder than a hornet. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of people just sitting by and not doing nothing about it. That's what really bothers me, is the American people are just like, I guess, too drunk on comfort to give a damn, to do anything, to even say anything. People are so scared to even speak up against this stuff because they're afraid of being labeled a racist or whatever. I'm just sick of this goddamn garbage. It's time we clean house. It's time we kick out these communists. You know, something I've hesitated saying for a long time, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. We've never played cowboys and communists, and it's about goddamn time we do it. Pardon my French. I'm sorry if you think that I used the Lord's name in vain just then, but I didn't. My Lord's name is not God. That's a title. So anyways, let's move on. Exclusive. NRCC releases video slamming Hakeem Jeffries for claiming border crisis is fictional. So these people are gaslighting us, man. They're trying to pretend it's not happening when you can see with your own eyes it is happening. Just unbelievable. Next up, DHS Chief Mayorkas refuses to recognize cost of illegal immigration to American citizens. Of course he does. He doesn't want it to look bad on him or his communist leader, Biden, or Obama, should I say. Mayorkas says, courts keeping us from releasing migrants without court dates. Very harmful. Sad. He's sad that Abbott isn't keeping migrants in Texas. Why is he so sad that Abbott isn't keeping migrants in Texas? Is it because he's sending them to their place? Yeah. They're sending them over to Kamala Harris's house and New York City and then Chicago. They're having all kinds of problems. Now, the illegal immigrants, as they call them, are taking the places of like the homeless people would normally take. You know, normal American homeless people are being displaced because these illegal immigrants are coming in there and taking their beds. Lovely, huh? We can't even take care of our own here, and we're bringing in all these other, people that, quite frankly, not a lot of them are very good people. I mean, a lot of these folks that are coming up here have criminal records a mile long. Many of them were releasing, I believe it was Venezuela, they're emptying their prisons out and putting them on buses and planes and stuff and sending them to the border so they could cross into the United States. They're sending their mental patients here. That should scare you. That should shake you to your core. But most people are just asleep at the wheel. They don't give a shit, I guess. They're not saying nothing. I mean, it's unbelievable, guys. Court blocks Biden administration policy of releasing illegal immigrants into U.S. without court dates as Title 42 expires. So that's a little bit of good news, but it's not going to slow the invasion that's currently underway right now. Chicago residents who voted for Biden in 2020 are outraged over plan to release illegal immigrants into their community. Why are they outraged? Did they not know that Biden was all about open borders? Did they not expect this to happen? Or did they just think that these border towns, border states were going to absorb all these illegal immigrants and none were going to end up in Chicago? I don't know where these people get off, but they voted for this communist. They should have to live with the repercussions. Commie Jean-Pierre claims mass release of illegals aren't happening. So another attempt at gaslighting the United States American people. Here's the video proof proving she's lying. Illegal immigrants get free smartphones paid for by U.S. taxpayers. That's right. When you just wrote out your check to the government, if you owed money like I did, guess what? Some of that money bought smartphones for illegals. And oh, by the way, I don't have this on the headline, but the reporters were on the ground trying to question some of these illegals coming in, finding out why they're here. And the police, I guess, will say, or the Border Patrol, was basically intervening and saying, oh, no, you can't question these people because they have a right to privacy. Oh, really, Border Patrol? They have rights? As someone who's a lawbreaker coming into the United States of America who is not a U.S. citizen, they have rights to privacy? But you and I don't? Just unbelievable, guys. The world, the United States of America, is going to hell in a handbasket, and it's being done intentionally by communists, namely Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, George Soros, Klaus Schwab, I'm sure he's in there as well, Bill Gates. All these other fucking communists are bringing down this house of cards. And it doesn't have to be a house of cards. It's only a house of cards because the American people have lost the will or the respect or the reverence for the U.S. Constitution. And instead, we just go, oh, well, that's somebody else's problem. Oh, well, I'll vote for this guy. I'll vote for that person. I'll vote for this. No, you think voting is going to get us out of this deal? You got another thing coming, buddy. We ain't never going to be able to vote our way out of tyranny. There's only one way out, and I don't dare say it on here or every single one of my videos will be taken down. So people are always asking, why don't you come in here and say something? And I suspect a lot of these people are Fed boys trying to bait me into saying something that'll get me in trouble. But I'm telling you why I'm not saying anything, because the United States is broken. The system has been broken intentionally by communists, by communist design, by Cloward and Piven strategies. Rules for radicals, all these other communist playbooks that the Democrats have implemented with open arms. And we're expected to just take it. Even though you and I know, I read you from the supreme law of the land, what it states that the federal government is supposed to do. Protect us against invasion. And what are they doing? Nothing. In fact, not only are they not doing anything, they're helping these people come here. They're helping them come here. I guarantee you, might take 5 years from now or whatever, we're going to find out that they were sending messages down there telling them exactly when to surge the border and stuff like this, because they know this can be used as a political weapon. It's going to be awfully hard to figure out legitimate votes from illegitimate votes when a lot of people aren't even legal U.S. citizens. And that's all I dare say about it, because again, I can only say certain things here on this channel without getting nuked, because the communists are in control of YouTube. They're in control of the entire social media sphere, with the exception of Rumble. Anyway, the world is going to hell in a handbasket. We have the blueprint right here. It's called the U.S. Constitution. It tells us exactly how to stop this stuff. And if that doesn't work, we've got the Declaration of Independence, drawing out a map of how to beat tyranny. You'll have to go read that yourself, because if I start talking about that, they'll say it's hateful, derogatory, racist, homophobic, misogynist, whatever the hell else they can make up to discredit me, because that's what it's all about. They don't want to have an actual debate about any of these issues. Never in the history of the United States has something this massive happened along the border like's going on right now, and the politicians just do nothing. Never. This is grounds for impeachment across the board. I mean, if your senator is out there not doing anything, you need to get rid of that guy. You need to make sure he never runs again. You need to make sure someone else runs in his place. Maybe that someone is you. I don't know, but it's pretty easy. All you have to do is go and read the Constitution. You can see these people are breaking every rule in the book, and they're implementing Cloward and Piven, rules for radicals, communist subversion of the United States of America, demoralization, destruction. They want to destroy us and bring in some sort of a new system that is not about capitalism, but instead about communism. It's based in communist ideology, Marxist, communist, socialist ideology, all to destroy the best country that's ever existed on the face of this earth, at least as far as we know. The freest country, the most free people. And what do we do with that freedom? We piss it away. That's what we do. We pretend it's not happening. We let these people gaslight us and get away with it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The answer to 1984 is 1776. These people are trying to destroy everything you and I have built. Are you going to allow it to happen? Are you going to stand by and keep your mouth shut and just let these people say and do whatever they want to do and gaslight you over and over and over? Or are you going to stand up and say, no, the most powerful word in the English language that's grossly underused? No. You don't have the right to do this. I have rights. I'm a human, goddammit. You can't take these rights away from me. Many of them are God-given rights. Others are enumerated in the Bill of Rights, just so you goddamn communist tyrants don't come and try to take them away from us. And yet, here we are. Because people haven't been taught their rights. They've been indoctrinated by the communist, school system. That's what's going on. We need to indoctrinate children into the United States, capitalist, pro-freedom, pro-liberty, pro-individual rights system, not this communist fluff that's ruining everything. Just look around at every major issue. It's all based in communism. Every bit of it. They're going to bring us down, guys, unless people like me and you say no. Not only no, hell no. You're not going to steal my America without a fight. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got to say today. I appreciate you tuning in. Let me know what you're thinking about all this in the comments. Is this a nation ender? I think it is. I think any number of things that Biden is doing by itself is a nation ender. And this border crisis is one of the biggest ones we're facing. And it seems like no one's doing anything about it or saying anything about it, using any strong words or saying, hell no, you're not doing this.